Yo, this is YouTube. Life is good 287, your boy Chris the Chico. So what's up, everybody? There's patterns in life, and people come from dysfunctional families, and I'm watching this guy, Coach Corey Wayne, on codependency, and I grew up with codependency, and I grew up with, um, you know, like be safe. I grew up with the concepts of like, okay, me being safe and deal with the world angrily and fearfully. And underneath that is like, I don't feel good about myself, and I've done so much work on myself, and it's like there's a difference between selfishness, self-centeredness, and I'm gonna describe those things, okay? So if you have a desire, it's not selfish. If the family doesn't like it, it's not selfish. I think according to what I want in my life, it's not selfish. Now, if the other people don't want to abide or go along with it, then that's on them. Because in codependent family, when somebody shifts roles and shifts the fact that, they don't want to take care of the people, because we as adults can take care of themselves, but then the adults that grow up in a codependent family think that they have to take care of the person. And nobody knows how to take care of anybody. The only person knows how to take care of themselves is that person, that individual. And somebody can come into somebody's life and you can get ideas, but those ideas may not jive with your ideas. So what do you do in a situation like that? Well, you follow your heart, you follow your instinct, you follow your gut, you follow your passions, and people are going to burn you no matter what the fuck it is. Family will burn you. Family, if you played a role in the family, like the savior or the hero or the scapegoat, and you play that kind of role, and all of a sudden you want to play a different role, the family's going to be like, what the fuck? And then there's going to be resistance, and then there's going to be criticism, and then there's going to be change. Because when you decide to make a change in your family, what ends up happening is the people are forced to look at their own dysfunction. They're forced to look at it. And it's like putting an animal in a corner and forcing it to look at it. Now, I'm not trying to do this intentionally, but the thing is, people have desires. And what ends up happening is it conflicts with the other people's desires. We all have desires. So what ends up happening is, in a family system, that one person behaves a certain way for so long, then all of a sudden decides to change. It's like people are going to say, well, now's not the time, or it wasn't a good time, because they want to stop you, because they want to feel safe, because they want to feel secure, because they don't want to feel afraid. That's why they will stop you. They will do everything in their power to stop you. And then they will criticize you, and then they won't be supportive, and they'll only be supportive the way they think they should be supportive to you, but that is not the way to be supportive when they think and how they should be supportive to you. It's really fucking backwards. As I'm an adult, I know what kind of support I need. I know what kind of shit I need. So, I want people to think today about when it comes to changing a dynamic in your family, and it comes to you wanting something for your own self, for your own needs, your own heart's desire, your own passion. I want you to think about how many lies you grew up with, how many interpretations you grew up with, how many times you were told that you were being selfish when you wanted to do something. How many times were you told that? And do you still think about that now these days? And do you still carry that kind of thinking around? And if you do, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep going in dysfunctional relationships? Are you going to keep being the dysfunctionate one? Are you going to keep on going around in a hamster wheel? Or are you going to say, fucking stop this shit and look at it and then do something about it? Because we all have choice. And the opportunity to actually choose something different is right there in front of us every single moment. It may not feel like that way, it may not seem that way, but it is that way. And I'm speaking from experience. So, my view is today, I want you to think about what can you do different in your day that it doesn't have to be the same fucking thing all the time. It doesn't have to be that hamster wheel. It doesn't have to be that job that you don't like. It doesn't have to be that girlfriend or boyfriend you like, or that significant other you like. It doesn't have to be this church that you like. You get to make your own life, your own design, and your own decisions. But how are you going to do that today? And what are you going to do about that today? Because in all honesty, life is going to keep going. It just keeps going. And every day, we're going to have a different experience, a new experience, and something different. And people are so stuck in their shit and so blinded that they need to be illuminated. They need to be awakened. Okay? And that's the bottom line. And in order for that to happen, you have to stop, feel, think, and feel. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Yeah, it's going to suck. But on the other side of that pile of shit that gets flushed down the toilet bowl is glory. But through the shit, you get to know what kind of person you can become. Through the shit, you get to know what kind of situations that you can amount to. Through the shit, you can know what stream you want to go down, how you want to live your life. So every time you rob yourself of a desire, of a want, of a need, you're robbing yourself from growth. You're robbing yourself for commitment to change to yourself. So I want you to really think about these situations in your life that you have today, where you can take something and change it, because we all have that opportunity. And so I hope today, you guys, you make it the best day you can today and every day. Carpe diem, seize the day. God bless. Bye-bye.